I had no idea that all my life, as a young girl, attended church or attended any program related to improving myself, even going to school, and later on in life being interested in all of the conversations that Oprah Winfrey had on her show about finance, about nutrition, about behavior or parental authority or love and sex advice, like anything and everything that sparked my interest, which is to say a lot. Anything that sparked my interest, I had no idea that it was me seeking something with a small word, but the most powerful and incredible energetic concept there is in life. I'll get to it in a minute. So I had no idea that when I became a coach already a few years ago, 10 years ago, I had no idea that when I became interested in personal development and that I did my coaching certification and many more to come, I had no idea that this was all that thing that I'm about to say. So my path, my journey is not very different from many people, because we seekers want to get to the bottom of things. We go from one thing to the next and to the next to try to increase the potency of our energy through studying modalities, studying concepts, content, through experimenting, learning from one teacher and then another and another. We basically just want to improve our potency through our wisdom, through the information that we gain. We want to study with the best mentors, with the best teachers. We want to have the most powerful modality. We want to have the most powerful tools to create the biggest impact. We want that impact on ourselves, but we also want it if we are in this industry of personal development for our clients. So we embark on this journey of learning and studying and practicing so that we improve everything. Our finances, our relationships, our marriage, our sex life, our health, our body. We are in it to become better. And all the while, whether from a spiritual standpoint, an energetic standpoint, a psychological standpoint, a physical standpoint, like all the while, I didn't know this, but all the while, all I've been actually searching for, or on an organic path, I didn't know I didn't know, right? I didn't know that that's what it was, but all it was me seeking the truth. All it was me seeking the truth. I just wanted to gain access to the truth. And I tried it through religion, Catholic religion, and through 12-step programs. I tried it through psychology, through modalities, through Byron Katie's work, through watching countless hours of Dr. Phil shows, through watching, I never attended, but the Tony Robbins stuff, through reading books, through reading Osho, watching his videos, through groups, small groups of all kinds, through conferences, through courses, coaching courses, through coaching one-on-one, mentorship, large groups, small groups, one-on-one, like all of the things. Hundreds of thousands of dollars, euros, invested in all of the things. And all the while, unbeknownst to me, I was on the search for the truth. And it took me 52 years of my life to get to a point of realizing that the truth can't be accessed this way. So we are all doing it wrong. All of us doing it wrong. And when I say everybody, I mean literally everybody on the planet, with the very, very few exceptions. So all of the great masters, ascended masters, descended masters, all of the thought leaders, all of the platinum New York bestsellers lists, all of the great, well-known, famous gurus, whether promoted through the Oprah Winfrey platform or whatever, like all of these spiritual leaders and religious people, famous for this or that, like all of the ones that the world has deemed valid and credible, because they have books published, sometimes 20 books, because they've been around for years, sometimes 35 years. All of the ones that are seen on everybody else's platforms, that get that stamp of approval and credibility that people require in order to feel the trust. All of them, without exception, are wrong. Are wrong because they are all talking about ideas and concepts and modalities that are of other people. You see, they are all talking about ideas and concepts and practices and teachings that are of other people, not of themselves. And even if you take a modality, a teaching, a principle, and you twist it and add your DNA to it, it's still a distorted energy. It's not the truth. Because, ladies and gentlemen, the truth is of you. Truth is of you. It's not teachable. It's not learnable. It's not something that you can learn from somebody else, no matter how famous that somebody else is. I mean, even Jesus, you know, not even from Jesus, because, oh, I'm walking my dog. That's pretty big thing that I'm saying, but this is the truth, because you have to understand that the truth is whatever is the truth for you. Truth is what? Truth is what is energetically congruent with your truth, what is true for you. There's no universal truth other than this one, which is that truth is an individual emanation. Truth is not an outside in energetic situation. Truth is from the inside out. It's whatever is true for you is what is true. And so it is 100% individual. And don't play small, believing that you are going to learn what the truth is from the greats, whatever, philosophers, spiritual leaders, teachers, authors, doesn't matter. None of that, none of those principles is the truth. So even if some practices might work for you, and they did for me, you will see for yourself that very likely, if you're watching this video, you will be jumping from one practice to another, and you will be transforming whatever practice that you begin today or recently that is working. You will see that soon enough it will no longer work, because it's not the truth. So for example, gratitude journal. I learned about gratitude journal decades ago through the Oprah Winfrey Show. I bought a gratitude journal from this lady that had them for sale, like on Oprah Show. I ordered a few from Amazon, and I filled it all out. The exercise was 5 gratitudes per day. And it was a fun game. You know, it sure changed something in my life, because I was aware that I had to fill out the gratitude journal at the end of the day. So I was paying attention to things during the day. So that was fun. But eventually, that wasn't enough for whatever I was seeking to reach. And I required doing it 10 gratitudes, and then in the morning and also at night. So it seemed like whatever worked in the beginning no longer worked, and that's why you have to like multiply the practice, like to enforce it, to make it be impactful again, or then to change it altogether. Why? Because that is not the truth. That is not the truth. That's basically it. And it's quite relevant what I'm talking about, because people don't know what the truth is. And therefore they are seeking it, searching for it, when truth is just this energetic sensation that you have within you. It's a knowing that you have of everything at any one time that is of you. I'm going to say this again. Truth is of you. It's of you. It's in you and it's of you. So you cannot never be imported. It cannot be from anyone else. It cannot be from, oh my gosh. It cannot be from anyone or anything. I decided to make this video impromptu, and now I'm like having a hard time setting it up, but who cares? I'm just gonna leave it like that. So the truth is of you, therefore it cannot be imported, derived from anyone else's theory, know-how, modality, wisdom, teachings, tips, nothing. So you will see this for yourself when gratitude, being grateful and practicing gratitude no longer works, or praying no longer works, or silent retreats no longer work, or you have to keep on doing them, or doubling the length or the intensity, or you keep on changing the thing itself, the modality. You leave this church to go to another church, you leave this type of interaction to go to another type of interaction, like you're constantly searching for the truth. And that's exactly what you're doing. That's exactly what I've been doing all my life without realizing that it was the truth that I was seeking. So the truth is of you, it's in you, and it is a question of recognizing it. You have to learn how to recognize the truth. And once you do, you stop all the searching and all the seeking, and you render, literally, pay attention to this, you render useless all of the teachings, all of the authors, all of the lessons, all of the noise, in a way, in a big way, that is out there. And all of the teachers, all of them that you ever had that helped you along the way, are rendered useless, because what they are teaching is what is true for them. It's not of you, it's of them when it is of them, but most often it is a spin-off, it's a derivative or somebody else's, or it's just modeling, right? And they use the same language many times. You can trace back to the teacher many times. When you see someone doing their work in the world, you can totally trace back, because they are basically imitating it. They're not authentic, they're not coming from truth. So yeah, this is a spectacular, it's quite radical, the view, the worldview, when you take notice that everybody else's derivatives, everybody else's wisdom, teachings, information, content is absolutely useless, because it's not for you, it's for them. In the best case scenario, is for them, because it will only be for them if it is of them. So this is what I wanted to communicate with you all. And yes, stop studying, stop reflecting on other people's insights. You can stop the thought process of trying to think your way into truth, or study your way into truth, or pray your way into truth, or draw your way into truth, because if it's something that you learn from anyone, it's not the truth, because the truth is of you. So truth for me is of me, truth for you is of you. If you are living from a navigation orientation that is not of you, but is of your parents, of your teachers, of your mentors, you are not living in truth. So if you are living according to your sisterhood circle, or your big teacher and inspiration, you are not living in truth. It might be comfortable, it might be nice, it might even bring you a lot of success and money and health, but it's not bringing you the truth. Which means that it's a matter of time until that love, that success, and that whatever goodies that you got, in due time, they will stop coming in. Why? Because you're not living in truth. So to each his own. There are a lot of people that will feel content in life by not living in truth. And others, like myself, and most likely you, can no longer do life this way, can no longer, you are like fed up and done. You want to get to the truth. You want to get to the truth. That's all you want, and you will not stop until you find it. And this teaching is then for you. You are ready to unhook from all of the things that are coming from the outside and recognize the truth in you. If you need me to show you how, you can contact me.